Yo, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name's Pomzer and today we're gonna have a look at the new Cherry Blossom event. New month, new adventure, I guess. So let's do the quick maths and have a look what you have to do. Alright, so as we expected, one adventure event barely ended and we have the next one. So now you have to collect rose petals and cherry blossoms in order to get tickets for the new Legends Rising banner with Vegito and with, with Broly and Chile. So yeah, it's kind of the usual thing, you know, you collect the rose petals, you fulfill the missions, and you get stuff from the exchange shop like Skippies and souls and 1 hour adventures. So yeah, you can only obtain those from the shops right now. And right now the highest mission only goes up to 151 rose petals and the missions are only on for 5 days. However, the exchange shop is there until the 29th of April, so I'm pretty sure that it's safe to assume there will be more missions. And maybe they will add more tickets for an upcoming banner. Maybe they will have some, I don't know, step up or whatever. Who knows? I don't know if they're gonna do Golden Week or any stuff like this, or if they're just gonna drop something on us that we didn't expect. But there will probably be new missions next Wednesday when the current ones end or be extended. We'll see. But for now, 151k is what it is. And these adventures that you have to fulfill or to just use can be obtained from the Fearsome Android 19 event. That is, you can only get the 7-hour adventures there. You can get the 3-hour adventures from the Fearsome Android 20 event. And you can get also 7-hour adventures from the login bonus, but just get one every day, so it's kind of useless. And the 1-hour adventures can only be obtained from the exchange shop of the Cherry Blossom event. That means you will have to start off with a 3 or 7-hour event run or adventure run and then exchange your 1-hour adventures there, but they're super cheap. I mean, you collect tons of these rose petals and one adventure for 1 hour is just one of those petals. So I guess you can buy them at your own pace, which is kind of nice, I have to say. And one more thing that I really like that they did is that now on the adventures you can easily see whether it is 1, 3 or even 7 hours. So by just looking at the top left corner with the number that is there. The bonus characters this time around are Saiyans. The bonus colors are blue and yellow. So make sure that you max out your Saiyan characters. And there are 6 adventure slots or 6 character slots on each adventure. Make sure to use all of them. And if you don't have 30 yellow and blue Saiyans, which I don't know, there's tons of them, so I guess most people do, then just use other Saiyans of different colors with the max level, because that's more important than the color, is the tag and the maximum level. That's really important. So if your Saiyans are level 2000, level 1500, just because, I don't know, they're heroes of the right color, but you didn't care, it's like me, I have a bunch of them on like 300, 700, level them up now. Otherwise you will not get what you could get and you will have a lesser chance of getting huge and great success. So yeah, that's it. So let's get into the quick maths. And as usual, the calculations will be based on having 4 great and 1 huge successes. The great success gives you 5 petal drops and the huge success will give you 7. And what I'm not going to incorporate is the very, 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 very slim chance of getting one of those cherry blossoms. It's like the bigger ones, because those are so rare that, I don't know, they won't skew the calculation by much, okay? So we're gonna start off with the 1 hour, and the 1 hour adventures gives you around 130 petals per drop, which means if you get 4 great successes and 1 huge success, the great successes will give you 4 times 130 times 5 equals 2600 per hour. Whereas the huge success will give you 910, so that leaves us to a grand total of 3,500 petals per hour. Scaling that up to 3 hours, you will get 10,530. The 3-hour adventures, however, they will drop around 240 per drop, so that means for the great success you'll get around 20 times 240 is 4,800. And 240 times 7 for the huge success will give you 1680 in 3 hours, so that leads to 6480. It's pretty much the same as previous adventures as well. Even the 1 hours were just slightly off, so you'll get around 6480, 6500 petals in 3 hours, which is a little bit more than half of the 1 hour adventures if you can fit 3 rotations in the same time, right? So you get it, it's the usual. The 7 hours, they drop around 500-ish per 7 hours per drop, which means you'll get 10,000 petals for the great successes, 4 times 500 times 5, and you will get 3,500 petals for the huge success, which is 500 times 7, so 13,500. I cannot speak right now, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying, right? So let's have a look at those next to each other. If you take them all into 7 hours, 1 hour adventures will give you 3,510 times 7 equals 24,570 petals per 7 hours. The 3 hours is 6,480 times 7 divided by 3 is 15,120, give or take 1 or 2, obviously, rounding, so that's a thing. And the 7 hours, as I already said, gives you 13,500 petals for 7 hours. So as you can see, the shorter the adventure, the more the reward. And that's pretty obvious because, I mean, they want you to be in the game as much as possible. So, you know, they reward you for being on or logging in more often than just, you know, every 7 hours and not doing anything else. So let's have a look at these missions. You'll need 126,500 of these petals to get all the Legends Rising banner tickets that are on there. I think there's 5 of them or so. And you can get more from the co-op shop, so make sure to grind that every day, at least the 3 bonus ones. So grind the last stage, get 360 points per day. Every 2 days you'll get one of those tickets from the co-op shop. There's 10. And if you do that, you will not get all 10 in time, but you'll probably get 5 so you can do a multi. But we're here for the adventures, so 126,500. That means for 1 hour you will need 37 rotations, which is slightly over 3 days, assuming that you do 12 per day. For the 3 hours you will need 20 rotations, which is around 4 days, assuming you do 5 rotations per day. And for 7 you need 10 rotations, which is also around 4 days, a bit more than the 3 hours, assuming you do 3 rotations. However, most people don't work that way, so let's do 2 different models of calculating this. The no life and the can't be asked model. So for the no life model, that means you will do 12 1-hour rotations every day and a 7-hour rotation before going to bed. Yeah, so if you're awake for 16 hours or, you know, so there's 1 or 2 that you miss, or you just forget, it happens, right? So that would give us 12 times 3,510 plus 13,500 equals 55,620 petals per day, which means you'll just need just over 2 days in order to finish these ticket missions. And the last mission for 100 chrono crystals is currently at 151,000, so you'll need just under 3 days in order to get that as well. Seeing as we have 5 days and a little bit left at the time of the release of this video, should be pretty easy, right? You have a bunch of time to spare. Yeah, doing the second model of calculation, that would be the I really don't want to do adventures kind of event, so you just do 3-hour adventures every day, you know, 5 times, and then 1 7-hour rotation going to bed. That would lead you to getting 45,900 petals a day. And that means it would take a little bit less than 3 days in order to get those last missions. And it would take you just over 3 days to get the 100 chronos for 151,000 rose petals. And the third model, you really, really hate adventures. You just do 3 rotations of 7 hours every day. That would give you 40,500 petals every day. So that means it takes a little bit over 3 days to complete, you know, the ticket missions, which is pretty easy given that we have more than 5 left. And the last mission for 151k for 100 chronos would be done just under 4 days. So easy enough, right? The exchange shop itself holds a ton of items, and I mean, you're going to probably spend currency on the 1-hour adventures. So usually, including the souls and everything, it's over 1.5 million. The shop is going to be there until the 29th, and today's the 2nd, so there's 27 days. And if you get 60,000 petals every day, so you grind really hard, which is really annoying, and I might not even want to recommend that. You could clear it out, but again, you might not need all the souls, you might not need all the items, so just go for the ones you really need, and then you can still kind of buy what you want later, you know, just before the shop goes away. And probably the ticket missions or the adventures will go away before the shop closes. So there's going to be like 5 days period where you can't obtain any more of those petals, but you can still buy the stuff from the shop. So anything else? I think that's it. I hope I didn't miss anything. Let me know in the description down below if I did. And as always, consider slapping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel if this was helpful. And yeah, let me know if I missed anything in the comments down below. If you want to see some PvP, some fire summons, I will put that over there in the cards, and I hope to see you in those videos. If not, have a good rest of your day, stay safe everybody, and this is me signing off. My name is Pomzor. Bye everybody.